Hey, what's up guys? This is Victor and my friend Fook.
Hello friends, from USC Marshall.
USC Marshalls. So you guys asked me about the application process, and I figured that we can break up to 3 different parts. The first part is the GMAT, and the second part is the essays, and the third part is the interview. So as you know, you have to take the GMAT, and it took me a long time to actually get the studying done. But my recommendation for you guys is to start doing the GMAT early on. How early do you think, Fook, studying for GMAT?
Well, I think if you're gonna study for the GMAT, studying a year in advance would be good, because that gives you time to do the exam, and then if you think that you would like to get a better score, then that gives you some time to, you know, try the exam 2 or 3 times and get the best score possible. So if you study a year in advance, that should give you enough time to, to apply.
So I think if you're planning to apply for the next year, so let's just say you want to apply for fall 2018, start studying now, and that way have everything done probably by June of next year, so you can spend your summer writing your essays and getting all your transcript done, and just applying for fall, because there's like a couple rounds. There's like 4 rounds for application, if I remember
and then
correctly.
there's the rolling deadline as well. So if you still have some spots available, what they'll do is they'll continue to accept people until they've filled out all their seats. And that rolling deadline could really be for quite a bit of time after the 4th deadline ends.
Exactly. They always recommend just do it early, because you have a better chance of getting accepted early.
You know, about that, that's a great point, because let's say, for example, the first deadline is, I think, about Q4 of the, let's say the first deadline will be Q4 of 2018, right?
Yeah.
Right? I'm sorry, or 2017, right?
So the last deadline or the first one?
The first deadline for the
first
incoming
deadline
class of 2018.
is like September or October or something like that.
Okay. So let's say, for example, let's say, you may or may not want to apply early, and I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you were to take the exam early on and you're shooting for a first deadline application, and you figure that you look at the median score and you think that it's not a strong score compared to the median score of folks that typically get into the program, because they'll always report a median score, then you can take the test again, and then you can do it again and again until you have up until the 4th deadline to apply, to finally send in your application.
That's a very good point. You can take the test multiple times, as many times as you like. There's like this rumor that you can only take it 3 times, but from what I've seen, they just tell you to take as many times as you can, but always check with your school just to be safe. All right, the next topic is essays. Do you remember writing your essays?
I do remember writing the essay. It was a fun part of the application process.
So what was the first one? The first one was, what's your future career, right? What's your goal for the MBA program, like career-wise? Remember that?
Sure.
We had 2 essays. We had a short one, which was like 100 to 200 words, where
100 words.
100 words, right?
Oh, it was 100 words, yes.
And what you're planning to do with your MBA program? Why even go to the MBA program at USC, right?
Well, I think what it was more is like, why? I mean, how do you live the Trojan values? And there were 5 values from what I remember.
That was the second essay.
Right.
That was
that was the second essay.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the 500-word essay.
What does Trojan value mean to you, right?
Yeah, and what can you bring to the Trojan network?
Yeah. I mean, USC is like just a lot of network. They talk about it a lot. It's about what you bring your community and what you bring to others, and they're a very big part of that. I mean, the essays took a while to do, just to write out and formulate it, and I had a bunch of my friends help me review it.
So I think this is how you should approach it. So you're here, you want to be here for a reason, and you have to convey that. I mean, you just shouldn't be that guy that wants to come here just because he's, for some reason, wants a promotion, because that's not really going to cut it. I think you're here because you should know specifically why you want to be here, and how spending 3 years at Marshall will help to elevate your career, whether you're looking to do better in your current job, getting promoted in your current job, or perhaps transition to a different industry. You should know what you want before you start applying to come here to go to school.
I mean, that's true. You should know what your end goal is, but like me, I'm not 100% sure of what I want to do for my career, and it's also a good place for you to learn about the business world and get the internships or job opportunities that you might have not had. I think it's a great learning experience, especially since we started a program in pre-fall, which is the summer courses where you do the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you do another Friday, Sunday just to learn about the program and take the strategic class. But it was very helpful just to get everything together. The essays, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Just do your best, and I think as long as it's presentable and concise to what the Trojan value is, I think you should be fine. And I think the last thing we gotta talk about is the interview process. Do you remember how your interview went?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me, I'll tell you my experience. My experience is that, and from the beginning to the end, from in the application process, in the writing of the 2 essays, as well as the interview that I had with the admissions director, I tried to convey one message in the sense that this is why I'm here. This is what I can bring to the Trojan Network. And if you're sending them one message, I think, and if they buy into that message, then you have a very strong chance of getting admitted into the school. And I say that, for example, what I said was, I'm working in commercial real estate finance now. And I'm here because I want to be able to transition from commercial real estate finance and to get into commercial real estate development. And I told them about the values, or how I fit within the Trojan Network, and the benefit, or the value that I can bring to the Trojan Network. For example, I said that I'm a critical thinker. That's what my strengths are. And in a classroom where people are exchanging ideas, my critical thinking style will be very beneficial to the classmates, to all of my classmates. And that's one value add that I can bring to the classroom, as well as exchanging ideas with really intelligent people. So I think overall, if you convey one message to them, that's really something that'll come across very positively.
Yeah, I think a lot of my interview was focused on giving back and helping the community, and I think USC took a big value in that. And the second part is always like, what do you want to get from the MBA program? They're trying to help you out for your career, and they want to make sure that your goals are doable. So if you're looking for career advancement, if they can help you out, they will. But one advice is not to pick something very out of the left field, something that's way out of your industry, at least for the interview and the essay, because it might not be something that it can help you with. But if you're trying to get a promotion in a career, or somewhat a lateral move in a career that you want, so like right now I'm doing investment finance, and I'm trying to get promoted or even changing career into that sort of field in the hedge fund world. That's something that they can teach me, and then I can apply those skills for job interviews going forward. So try to pick a career that is interesting to you, and that the school there's a chance for the school to help you out with. And that's my advice when you do the interview, essays, or anything related to the application process. And those are what you want to focus on.
I also let me add to that.
Yeah, sure.
Let me add to that. And when you're writing your 2 essays, and when you're doing the interview,
sure,
if you know exactly what you want to do, because that's what they're going to ask you.
Yeah,
they're going to ask you, why do you want to be here? If you know exactly what you want to do, just try to convey that, to them. But then if you don't, if you're one of those guys that come here because you want to, move forward in your career, but you don't know precisely what you want to do yet, well, make sure to sell them a story that they'll buy. Make sure they have something together so that they don't feel like it's something that you made up 10 seconds before walking into the door. So know what you're saying. If you fall into the second category of saying, I want to be here, but I don't know why I want to be here yet, make sure you have something that you can totally sell.
I totally agree with that. So know what you want to do, and if you don't know, you have to tell the story of why you don't know and how USC is going to help you, because they need to be able to help you. If you don't know what you want to do, they don't know how to teach you what you don't want to do, you know what I mean? So you have to convey that message. And when you do the interview, and I did an interview with Narav, he's the admission director. I'll post it on the YouTube link so you guys can just check it out. But he asked me the specific questions, and you know, those are something that he was very important. You know, again, it's about giving back and about getting your life together and getting the career that you want out of the MBA program. So that is all I have time for today. I don't know if you have any message.
No, I think we covered, you know, pretty cool stuff. So if you guys have any questions,
post on the YouTube below if you have any questions about the program or anything like that. I'll try to make these videos a little bit more regularly. I've been really busy with classes. We're doing our midterms right now, so it's just super busy. But I'll try to get to them and I'll answer your questions because I want to make sure everybody's successful. So that's it for me. Victor
okay,
out.
amigos. See you later.